Hi guys.
I don't know if I'm in that.
Welcome back to Entry Level Mums. I'm Sawia
I'm Nasra.
and we have a guest who's back. You guys asked for a part 2. Are we giving you what you want?
Yes, we are. Give the people what they want.
Give the people what they want. We're back with Addie.
Woo!
Sound
Mr.
Oh,
Wahab.
also
Wahab.
Addie's
Back
wife
again.
is in the building as well.
She is real. She's here. She exists.
Do you know how rude that is?
Yes,
Why
I know
did you
y'all.
say
Y'all
they
ain't
know
never
she's
seen
real.
her.
They know
Addie,
she's real.
that's
She's
They know
real.
She's real.
Addie,
She's
she's taking a piss out.
I know.
Man said she's real.
No, but sometimes when you don't see a picture or hear any voices of someone, you might think that they,
But I think those are perfect.
you might think that people
I don't really. I don't.
exist.
I,
them
this
ones.
is my thing.
But you
I don't really
exist,
like
you
internet
real.
couples.
She
don't like
real.
them.
Too much. Yeah, it's cringe.
I don't like them.
You don't like what?
Internet
I don't like
couples.
internet couples. I don't like the fact that it's a
Okay,
thing.
swear.
It's a thing. I don't like it. I don't even like family vlogging and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I'm
either.
not cool showing my kid online.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Not even that. Like you can tell certain couples are literally performing on for social media engagement.
Yeah.
Like, why are you recording yourself and then all of a sudden you guys are really hugging and
Yeah.
like
You know,
what?
I've always
Keep
thought,
your
like, wait,
intimacy
because
off
you know,
camera.
as content creators, you set up your camera, you set up your light, and
You
then
get ready to film.
and then
Yeah.
you record. You know your lines, and then you record. So they've done multiple takes of that thing, and I'm just there like, nah,
Do you know what needs to?
it can't be comfortable. How do you look at yourself? Edit it,
Yeah.
add some sound, add captions,
It's the
and a title.
pranks for me, Addy. It's the pranks.
Do you think they're real?
It's when you know. No, they're not real.
None of
I
them.
feel like you could do one prank. Like if I decide to prank Hassan today and hide the camera,
Yeah.
he's not gonna know that it's being recorded. But if all of a sudden every single day I'm messing about with you and I'm doing pranks, and eventually he's gonna know like
She must be recording.
she must be.
Yeah.
There must be a camera somewhere.
The first like
Oh,
3
she's-
or 4
She's
times.
acting a bit weird. Maybe there's a
Yeah.
camera behind the TV. Like,
So
do
do you
know what I
think
mean?
they
Yeah.
tell each other like, you know,
After
bro,
some
bro, I'm
time,
about to
it
prank
becomes
you
a
today.
it's yeah.
Beg you, please, like just fall on the floor.
No,
innit?
it's
Just
just
react.
performative.
Just react in it. Do it, because you know we don't have food in the fridge, so you better start. You better give me your best acting.
We need to make money.
Exactly.
That's so
Do you
funny.
know who I can't stand? What's her name? Christy.
Oh, I love her.
Christy and her man. What's his
Oh
name?
my God, Desmond. I love them.
I can't stand
Is it the one
her.
that always wears like? She's always winding her man
She
up.
wears like heels.
Yeah,
and
or
Yeah.
she'll
she
make
runs
like
around.
she'll bring like a Red Bull and it would be cake, or she'll bring like something and it would be cake.
No, but it's
and
his
then he'll, like-
obnoxious laugh that absolutely irritates.
I don't know. I love that.
I'm not gonna
Like,
say
I
anything.
love their
I don't
laugh.
like couples, but I'm not gonna name them.
No, I love them.
The
I watch
ones
them
I
all the
don't
time.
like even more than any other ones are the Muslim ones.
Oh,
I'm just there like, come on now.
When they sit next to each other on
allow
the prayer mat.
them.
Oh my lord!
Allow them. Let them pray salah together.
That's the reason why you see people just fantasizing about praying together.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't even pray right now. Forget that. You don't
No,
even pray
but
right now.
romanticizing and prayer should not even be in the
That's
same sentence.
crazy. That is
I
crazy
can't
work.
wait to wake him up for Fajr.
No.
Wake up yourself. Wake up yourself first.
When your mum wakes you up, you don't even
Also,
wake up.
why are you telling me this? Just get up and pray.
She came on socials to be
the
like,
one-
we
the
pray
first
salah.
Allahu Akbar, she gone, I've been waiting. I've been waiting. I've been waiting.
This is a dream come true.
This dream come true. You're the one
That's
that.
too funny, bro.
Are you saying as well?
That's too funny.
I can't. Hey, no wonder males have to lead, because if women were leading, it'd be a whole different story, bro. There was a documentary with Tommy Robinson. I think it was Tommy Robinson, or was it
The
another
EDO
racist
guy?
white guy? I can't. Yeah.
EDO,
Or maybe it was another racist guy, but I think it was Tommy. And there was a Muslim guy that was taking him on a tour, like in a mosque. And he looked at the women's section from like far or whatever. I don't think he even saw the women's section, but he went to the male section. And then he was obviously asking questions like, oh, why is it that the women have to be behind? Because he's thinking Islam is like obviously oppressive. It's like, oh, why is it that the women have to be behind?
Yeah.
And then the Muslim guy was like, respectfully, there's a woman bending in front of you. Are you going to be focusing on your prayer? And he was like, you know what?
Fairs.
That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense.
It's not because we hate them. It's because we love them.
It's because men are dogs. That's why.
Honestly, you're
You ever
so,
be in salah like this? Look. We started, Allahu Akbar.
I can't already concentrate sometimes. My control's already gone.
Fam.
So if you put someone in front of me, I'd be like, yo.
Fam. Even when I'm by myself in a quiet room, my mind is like.
The show don't start talking to me. Yo,
mad.
did you pay that bill that was due?
You
on
remember the
95?
parking ticket from last week?
Yeah, did you call your yayo? Oh my god, your knee is scratching right now, and you're thinking, yo, get out of my head.
You didn't
it's
finish
not
booking that GP appointment.
Yeah,
you-
why?
You when you were at the GP, you forgot to
I
mention.
realized, and then as soon as the salat's finished, you forget all of that.
Yeah.
You forget all of that.
No,
It's all gone.
Should've done
the
his
way I
house.
overthink so badly, it's like sometimes I forget what rak'ah I was on.
Oh, that's the worst
that
one.
is the
Now
worst
it's
That's
like-
the worst
now
one.
I'm-
Now,
now-
it's even bad
Am
when
I on
you're
the second or the
praying with
third?
somebody and you're thinking, please correct me. Please correct me. No amount of times, she does. Is I'm about to get up, she
man.
yanks me down.
Hey, tahiyatu.
She yanks me back down. And I'm like, yeah. And then it's so funny because the force that she has, I feel like half my shoulders like there. And then I'm doing that to her
you're
like this.
leading-
Oh, that's so funny.
And he's the lead.
Exactly.
How you leading her astray?
Oh, that's so
It was a hard day, man. It was a hard day. It was a hard day. It was a hard day, man.
How you leading her astray?
I swear to God.
Hey, shout out to one of them. Real
Oh,
quick.
shout out to you,
speaking-
Wallahi.
You're speaking about shows. I was thinking, when you get
that's
married,
funny.
you start watching these funny shows. For example, yesterday we were watching Sex and the City.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I catch myself enjoying that? And then I was there like, they're in Dubai? Oh my God, she kissed him. How dare she? And then
That's
next
so
one,
funny.
we do watch Dubai Bling. I finished the whole season.
I
Dubai
love
Bling?
Dubai Bling.
I finished the whole
I
season.
love Dubai Bling.
Why was that? And then I remembered, Ibrahim's the reason why I remember the word LJ. أنا ما وحدي. I'm thinking, what? It's him the whole time. I was
Ibrahim?
thinking, yo.
No, he's a
I was
villain.
thinking-
I couldn't stand him.
He is a villain.
I was thinking,
Him,
do you know what it is?
him and Safa are the worst.
What? I love Safa.
I like
Safa's a
Safa.
spoiled little brat.
Oh my god, I love her.
Ibrahim-
She's hilarious,
I
man.
don't really like. Who else do I like? Fahana. I don't like Fahana.
Oh, Fahana's so jarring.
you know what?
I can't stand her.
I never used to like Farhana, but then when I deeped it, Zaina and Safa are bullies towards her. I can't
No,
lie to you.
they're
I
not.
swear to God.
No, they're not.
Joanna was the bully.
How is Joanna
Joanna
a
was
bully,
the
bruv?
bully.
Joanna
Joanna
said
was
that
the
LJ, she followed my man's, and then she liked his
Nah,
pictures,
she was.
and she sent him
just
hearts
screamed
and that.
all the time. She just screamed all the time.
No, Joanna was only. she was.
She's like, she'll just see LJ. I think you get the hell out of my face.
LJ is here
No,
again.
she only had Vim towards LJ though. But other than that,
Yeah, she didn't have no beef with anyone else.
No, she had them towards. So she would just ruin the vibe.
and LJ was just like, la, 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 la. She
And
doesn't care.
there was who's that one
You
that's
know
like
what? Look at
the
me,
richest one.
Lucy.
Who's the one that is
Joanna,
like
Which
you know
one?
I
married?
love
The
her.
one with the planner.
Which
The one
one?
with the
What
Excel
planner?
sheet, and she's always has
Mona
Google
Katan.
that
The
one.
calendar one.
Yeah,
That's right.
Calendar
Mona,
one,
oh, I love
she
her.
is so sneaky. She would just sneak in a diss.
What?
And
No,
then
she
she'd be like,
didn't.
"Who's your favorite?" Then she'd be like,
Sorry, but that was mad shady.
"Who's your favorite?" Then
But
she'd
I
leave.
had to say if you had to pick between LJ and
These
Why
are
did she
grown
ask her
people
that?
as well.
Why'd you
No,
ask that?
but you know what's so funny? She just went,
Yeah. And then when she got asked, "Why did you say that?" She said,
I just wanted to know.
I just wanted to know."
no, she's acting like the
I
nice
love
one,
her.
but she's that was very shady.
I
was
love
looking at
her.
sideways.
But
I
you
was
know,
like, Mona,
she was the
you
most
moving mad.
quiet assassin.
She
I've ever
was
seen.
literally
She'll
so
say something,
unproblematic.
and then she'll leave, and then she'll be like, "Oh
Yeah.
my God."
No, but Adi, she was
She
so
was- the repercussion-
unproblematic.
No, she was problematic.
She was unproblematic.
She was unproblematic.
She had no time to
towards
be
them
problematic.
the way they were.
She was
Like Ibrahim would
unproblematic.
just say something
But
to
you
you
know,
to your
no,
face.
but I'm so sorry. When that plate hit Ibrahim's face, I said, Allahu Akbar.
No, but
Yes.
I couldn't understand why they started crying.
Who started crying?
Who, Bliss?
What's it? Bliss, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, he was crying because he said he's not a violent person and that,
Nigga,
innit? So
you did the thing. Move on.
No, I think for him,
Man
he
said,
just-
"Get the hell out of my face."
I think he realized, right, like I got into a fight on camera.
also, I think they've known each other for a very long time. Like, I think they've actually like been in each other's lives for long.
Yeah, but as boys, there are going to be times where you get heated and you just punch each other up.
Have you seen
or
the
you do
theory?
something.
Yeah.
And then
Have
you
you
move on,
seen-
innit?
have you
But
seen
to
the
actually
theory?
start crying, and I'm thinking,
Poor guy, wallah, I feel bad for
you're
him.
crying because you hit somebody.
No, I think
I
he
would
didn't-
understand being
maybe if
crying
he took
'cause
his,
I
I
got
don't know
hit.
if he took his eye out. You don't know, innit?
Didn't he hit him right here?
No, but listen, you know, have you seen the theory online? Yeah, that Ibrahim's actually in love with him. and he's upset. You seen that?
I seen that.
And that he's upset. He didn't want her
you mean
to have her moment. Yeah, like he's in love with her
It's
husband,
very
Marwan.
obvious. It's very obvious that he's a bit.
I mean,
I don't know.
Alif Fatah, but we're not gonna.
each to their own. Each
We're
to
not
their
gonna
own.
say because we can't say it as Muslims, you know.
I don't
want
wanna accuse him.
You
Yeah,
can't accuse him, yeah.
Can't accuse him. Especially the fact that he said, "Yo, I got married." I had one theory.
He
though.
tried.
I had one theory that I told Thingy, I said this season, because she told me like last season he was just a bit calm. I said maybe he's more masculine and more violent this season because of what people have been saying online.
Oh,
So to
you
compensate
reckon?
for the fact that people have been saying
He's
Yo,
overcompensating.
he's a bit feminine and he's a
Yeah.
bit, he maybe likes certain type of.
And then have you noticed as well?
So I said maybe he became
You're right.
So because he got into a fight with what
He beefed
with
Zainab-
everyone there.
Hannah. His name's Hannah.
Yeah, Hannah. First of all, his name's Hannah.
Bro,
What the
Hannah
hell?
should have absolutely slapped him up, man.
Hannah
Yeah,
was
first
gonna
of all-
be a
I
man.
was confused
Hannah is a
because
man.
Hannah looks like he's meant to be retiring.
He's not that old.
Beefing a Ibrahim who looks like he's my age.
He's not that old.
And he's a grown man, though.
No, he's a
if
grown
if
man.
Zainab's like
That's
in
my
her
other.
40s, if Zainab's in her 40s, I said Zainab, innit?
Yeah,
Zainab.
Zainab. If she's in her 40s, her man's definitely like in his 50s. But he's not that old.
Hannah. No, but the way
Yeah,
he
but
defended
listen,
her,
I don't care if I'm
a
80.
man.
I'm beefing
You're a boy.
Ibrahim.
A man.
You're a boy.
You're a boy.
You're a boy.
You're a boy.
Because how dare you secretly trademark my company
That's
and then
so
and then
rude,
become
bro.
friends with me, and now you're holding it over my head like this.
And then you're saying, oh,
you're-
because I had an argument with your husband
still
needs
not
to
getting it.
apologize,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
nah.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah, of course.
No, I thought it was crazy for when he tried to gaslight everyone about the Bliss situation. And he was like, yeah,
I just hit the table like this.
I was making narcissism.
What?
Gaslighting.
What's that guy's name? The one
No.
who's talking to Salim?
Yeah, Salim, he's
Yeah,
the most.
he's-
First of all, I'm
he's
thinking, I
very-
know you're lost in this group.
Yeah.
Go home.
Why is he there?
Salim, if
Yeah.
you're single,
I'm thinking, my friend, go home. This is not your
He's
crowd.
probably got like 4 wives.
This is
I
not your
mean, I
crowd.
could be
This
number
is not
5.
your- You
No,
are too calm.
Genuinely, I was like,
You're
why
too
is
calm.
he friends with them? Was he placed there to be the one that's more level-headed?
I think he's
I
the only
think-
normal
how are
one
you
out
getting
of
along
the
with
group.
these people?
I think the whole of Dubai
Hmm?
got one person that said, please, I beg you, please.
We need a normal person.
Show some sensibility.
Yeah.
Because everyone's going to think we're all like these lot. Show some sensibility.
He's
and
not
sit
a
there.
wild animals. You need one normal one in the
Right?
pack.
No, but honestly, like,
Salim is the leader. I think
The
he's
one
like
I thought had no
Unproblematic.
story, no nothing, was, what's the other guy? The calendar's husband.
Oh, Fahad.
He just said,
He's just fat.
no, not
which one?
Fahad.
Oh,
No,
the calendar's husband. Oh, you're talking
calendar's
about
husband.
Hassan.
Hassan, yeah.
Hassan, you know he's
All I saw
he's
from
so
him was
miscute.
tight shirt. Yeah, so I just want a baby.
He's so
That's the whole
miscute.
season. I just want a baby, and I'm gone. That's it.
Yeah. No, he's
That's
also.
the rest of them.
He's
were
proper
saying
into his
this,
fashion.
This, that, and I'm thinking, my friend.
The calendar thing is a bit insane, though, isn't it?
You know, them,
How are you
I was
reminding
thinking you
yourself
need to
to, like,
schedule
get
time
out
with
of
your
bed?
husband. Get out
I
of
think
bed,
we're gonna
brush
start doing
teeth.
that.
Get out of bed,
Do you
brush
think we're gonna
teeth.
start doing that?
So
Nah, it's a
yeah,
bit too much.
get out of bed, brush teeth, have a glass of water. Hey.
Make a bed.
Yeah, but
No,
then you
because-
have to schedule time to sit
Okay,
down
but
and
are
schedule
you-
things.
Okay, but are you time conscious?
Bruh.
Because I'm not.
I'm not as well at all.
Especially me, if I have a slow morning, I could wake up like, let's say 10 o'clock and I've done nothing till like 12, 1.
Well, me too.
Yeah, that's okay.
So I feel like I need a calendar. I feel like I'm going to
Yeah,
start
but hers
doing
is
that
too
where
much, though.
I
Calendar
tell
to
myself,
tell you-
I tell
She's
myself,
scheduling
you know what?
shit breaks
Like,
and toilet breaks. Like, that's
No,
kind
but-
Calendar that says brush teeth,
no,
make
but
bed.
it won't say
It's
brush
kinda
teeth, but it will be like, take care of yourself.
I mean, if it works for her,
you know,
it works
early
for her.
morning care and stuff like that.
That's mad. That's mad.
Because you know where your time went.
Yeah, but she's literally scheduled in skincare, nighttime routine,
Ask-
get in bed,
Ask
sleep.
Farhana if she. Ask Farhana who she would pick.
She looked at her. It's time to go.
Who should pick between LJ and
Candace.
It's time to
Joanna?
go.
Drag Farhana. Okay.
Nah.
Anyways, guys, we kind of went off track. We
Oh,
went
I
off track.
love Dubai bling.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, the Bible was sick.
Also, I don't know why you lot don't like Safa. Safa is such a vibe, bro.
I like Safa.
I love Safa, bro.
What do you mean?
She
She's
was
an
just a
absolute
drama.
nightmare.
She was
No,
just a
well,
drama.
I don't know how
bro.
Farhad.
You
didn't
know
have a
when
heart
she
attack
said,
yet.
yeah, guys, can you please dress in all black and come to this event? And her fucking Ferrari was there, yeah.
See, this is
And
what I
she
mean.
was it
She's
Lamborghini?
so
It's a Lambo.
drama.
Her Lambo was there, covered in a black cloth, and she said, "We're here to mourn my Lamborghini."
One thing this show has made
Subhanallah.
me.
I would
is
have so gone.
I have to work hard.
You know, Salim said
I
this
have
is a
to.
waste of my
Their
time.
morning
Their soft life is crazy.
for a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. And then I looked at my bank account and I said, I can't even mourn. I can't even mourn. I need to wake up early in the morning
I
and
can't even
work
afford
hard.
to mourn right now.
Exactly.
No, honestly,
no.
if that was my friend, bro, I would have so much fun with. I would be Delulu with her. Me and her could be Delulu together.
I feel like if Safa was in my space, we'd be arguing every day.
Swear.
I would actually drag her by her hair. I can't lie.
No, who's that one that got divorced in the show? That one was my favorite.
LJ.
Which one? Plenty of them
No.
got divorced.
Yeah.
No, the one that actually got
What's her
divorced.
name?
And
Oh,
she
the
even had
really
a party
sweet
for her
one.
divorce.
Mahira, yes.
Oh, that girl. She said as soon as she even sniffs an argument, she's out the door. She's
Yeah.
gone. I love her. I like her. I like her.
Mahira's
She's
so
my favourite.
sweet.
Yeah,
The
she
only
is
part that I didn't
nice.
understand was when she got involved with Farhana and Farhana's husband.
Yeah, I was thinking, why did she do that?
Yeah, I was thinking, why did you?
Also, why the hell is his name Hero is? Why the fuck is
her
that?
name's Hero, isn't it? Hero.
Yeah, but they say it as Hero. but it's spelled Hero is.
So dumb.
Hero is.
No, I didn't understand.
What?
First of all, I don't understand their argument. He's moved on.
No,
She's moved on.
she's saying that you cheated on me with this girl, and now you're trying to tell me that my kid is gonna spend time. She showed her son a picture of the woman, and then he said,
Wild.
"Mummy." That's why
Wild.
she was
No,
mad.
Yeah, but
But
he's also
that-
saying I never cheated.
I
on
never
you.
cheated.
Yeah,
So
but
we
how do we
broke
know?
up.
How do we know?
We already know Farhana.
Men are
chats out
liars,
her
man.
mouth.
Exactly. Come on
We
now.
already know Farhana's a bit problematic.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
men are liars, bro. How do we know he didn't and he actually did?
And women are not.
Either way, you
Men are
have
more
to.
liars than
like
women.
Mahira said, that's his child.
I'm just gonna
You're gonna have
drink.
to swallow it and go your separate ways
Exactly.
and let him see his kid.
When he's with him,
You have to.
that
at
is
some point.
him and the child, whatever he
And
does.
he should have swallowed it with her, not with cheating. Somebody
We don't know
else's. You can't be swallowing somebody
You don't know if he
else's.
cheated though. As he said, I didn't cheat.
He said he didn't cheat. I don't believe him. His name is Hero is.
Yeah, but her name's Farhana.
Yeah, but I'm more inclined to believe her.
And she said, "Oh, is that your Ferrari or Lamborghini? Is that yours?" Why would I be inclined?
Is it rented
Is
or
it
did you
rented?
buy it?
Did you buy it?
You know who kills me?
so
Zaina.
messy.
Zaina is so petty. I love it.
Zaina, at her,
Zaina
at her
is
big
so
age,
petty, bruh.
at her big age, sometimes she acts like she's 15 and back in school again.
Before we finish this conversation, can I just say, yeah, Dania is the most delusional person on that show.
yeah, she's very airheaded.
Don't get me wrong, I like her as a cast member.
Dania?
However, Marwan's missus.
Ibrahim's bestie.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
You
was.
went into business with Ibrahim. You put your money to go into business with Ibrahim.
But he's a moneymaker still.
I'm so sorry. She's delusional because then he's saying, I'm going to sell it. And she's saying, but I own 50% and you own 50%. And he goes, but I don't care. I'm selling it. This is the person you went into business with. Allah Walan.
But legally,
I
he
know,
can't sell
I
it
know.
without her. Without her.
No, he's
I'm so
he's
sorry.
unhinged. I would
He's
never go into business
completely
with him.
unhinged. I wouldn't even let him in my house.
Bruv, I wouldn't even be friends with him. Period.
I'm so
But,
sorry.
guys. We listen. All right, cool. Let's start the podcast.
Yes.
So you are back today because you finished your book.
Ah, alhamdulillah.
Congratulations, first of all.
That book took the life out of me.
Mabruk.
Thank you. thank you.
Mabruk, tell us about your journey writing the book, how you felt when you finished, when
you
it's
know-
coming out, everything.
It's actually coming out at the end of this month, inshallah. I'm
Crazy.
waiting for the book cover. That's basically it.
Wow.
So after the book cover, that takes about a week.
Did you design it?
No, someone else is designing it.
Nice.
So I've got someone else to do it.
Mm.
He's doing it right now. As soon as that is done, upload it. Done.
Wow. And you're going to sell it on Amazon?
Amazon, yeah.
Yeah.
Inshallah.
Are you going to sell hardcovers?
Wow.
Yeah, so Amazon, what Amazon does, the beautiful part of Amazon is you basically go on it, they check everything, and then they do the rest of it. So
I love
you can
that.
do Kindle,
And it'll send it out,
hardcover,
yeah.
and
yeah.
they send
I'm so
everything.
buying
They'll
one.
print it and send it off,
Yeah,
innit?
printing. I
Yeah,
didn't even
I've
know.
heard about
I had
that.
to research it, and I was thinking, should I create a website, my own website, and then sell it on there? But then with that, you have to do the shipping, you have to do the
Yeah,
printing,
it's
you
a
have
lot
to do
more
everything.
work.
But then with Amazon, they're like, we'll take care of it. We'll take some percentage
They'll
off.
get a cut, of course, yeah.
But we'll take
It's
care of it.
Amazon. They always get a cut.
Yeah, they always take a cut.
That's amazing,
But they
man.
print everything. They
So
print,
we got like a little draft.
yeah.
We got first dibs. We got first dibs.
I'm still going to buy the book, even though I've read
No,
half of it.
100%.
but-
Because it doesn't bang when you're watching it, when you're reading it on the screen.
Yeah.
I like, touching the book and stuff. But I managed to skim through some chapters,
God.
okay? I'm not going to lie, I didn't read the whole thing in it. Been busy.
Yeah. Impossible. I gave it to you just the other day.
Literally,
the other
like
day.
yesterday
You
or
gave
the
us
day
3 days,
before.
bruh.
Exactly.
It's a whole dissertation.
I
You know?
said, read.
Literally, like more than
It was
10,000
like,
words.
It was like what, 300 pages
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
325
But then it's
pages.
300
or something.
pages on obviously your phone.
on the screen.
on the
Yeah,
screen.
yeah, you're
So I
right.
don't know how big it's going to be when you
And
look
how
up.
long did it take you to write it?
So I started writing
Because you
it.
did it quick, no?
No.
Because I was watching your
No,
stories.
it took him a
and
while. He edited it quick.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it took me. It started in September.
Yeah, but that's still quick though.
That's really
Started in
good.
September, and I was graveyard shifts, especially October,
Wow.
November. I sat there.
Oh, I seen
sat there.
I seen the snap the Instagram posts of Zach bringing you food.
Oh my god, there was days where I was like, I would go to work at DPD.
Oh.
I'll do a crazy shit. I'll come home, and I'll sit there for a few hours, and I'll just write.
Mashallah.
I'll sit there and I'll just write. It's because
Wow.
it took me. My plan was so extensive. It took me like a month or two for me to even come up with a plan, with the
Wow.
chapters, with what I was
Yeah.
gonna do. Obviously, interviewing people. I spoke to Nasra.
Yeah.
I spoke to so many other people. Went to some relationship coaches and some psychotherapists. Spoke to them and then got everything together. And then it was just like, okay, cool. Now it's a plan. I had all my questions already, so then it was just write it down. Because it was not like a story. It was more like, okay, how could I give this information that I have?
You already
In a
did
way,
the research as well. Yeah.
in a way that is beneficial, not only for me but for other people, so that they don't make the same mistake I did, and that other people have done it already, and so I just put it in there. Because I said everyone tells you to get married. I've realized Somali, as soon as you turn 20, even 18, 19,
Yep.
As soon as you graduate, yeah.
good so, but they never tell you how. They don't also support you in who you should go for. Anyone, just as long as
They'll
didn't
just
tell
grab-
the
grab
Yeah.
anyone.
hey, just grab anyone, you know.
Or your cousin,
He's got 3
or
eyes. It's okay. So
somebody
I'm
from
saying.
back home, or someone in the Qabil.
Exactly.
Or there's never like a proper
And
plan
that-
in place.
Exactly. And I
You're
started
right.
researching into why marriages fail,
Yeah.
why marriages succeed, 50% of marriages failing, what's the difference between them failing and not succeeding. And then I started really going into it. And just before when I was looking for a partner, I was like, okay, I knew I got hurt before. I'm not trying to do that again.
Yeah.
But I'm also trying to get to know people in a proper manner.
Yeah.
And then I started practicing. So the problem actually started when I started practicing. Because now you're like, okay, now I can't chat to people on the same level as I used to chat to.
Yes,
Because
of
I used to be
course.
friends with girls. You
Yeah.
just go out with each other, whatever. And you don't think much of it, even though you're sinning. And then now you're thinking, okay, cool. I can't get into something that I want through a sin.
Of course.
I can't ask for a blessing through a sin. So now how am I going to do it? And you start thinking, okay, cool. Then do you know Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah? Then people, they're like, what? Did you speak to a parent? Day one. They would look at her. And you're like, okay, cool.
The dad in the WhatsApp group.
It's the dad in the WhatsApp group.
Man.
Did you get one look or two?
Exactly. Like,
Lower
come
your
on.
gaze.
Lower your gaze. So you're thinking, okay, how do I speak to somebody and get to know them? And how do I find out the information that I need to find out as well? And for me, I was always a curious person. I was always a question person. Like, I would always ask people questions. Especially my wife will know. We'll just be sitting there silent. I'd be like, a random question will come up. And she'll be like, where the hell did you get that from? And I'd be like, I just legit thought of it right now. And I just want to know. So I came up with a series of questions. Like, you know what? Sat there and I said, what do I want to find out? So I started asking people. And I went to married people and divorced people. To be fair with you, divorced people actually gave me better questions. Because they were like, this is what I didn't see.
Yes.
This is what I should have looked out for.
From experience.
yeah.
Yeah.
They
This-
learn from
They
what
learn
happened.
and
Yeah.
they're like, look out for this.
Yeah.
Ask this. Do they have this? I was thinking, wait, I didn't even think about that. Wait, I didn't even know about this. Because married people, a lot of the times, they
become
don't wanna chat shit about their partner. So they're not gonna tell you, by the way, I asked for this. Because they're like, am I betraying my partner by saying this?
Yeah.
Also, too, majority of married people are very happy. So they'll give you happy questions. Like, what do you do in the morning when you're happy? Get the hell out of here. I'm trying to get to know the person and see if I'm in danger. like, give me actual questions.
As if I'm in danger.
Well, if there's a serial killer.
Well, guess what? There was a podcast, I think Married Ever After series by Ali Hamida, and I was actually dumbfounded. There was a test done on like 40,000 people, and they got given a series of disasters and calamities that could happen to them.
Wow.
Natural disasters, losing a job, losing a family member, marriage breakdown, a partner dying. And the one that came at the top, 40,000 people said this was the worst one, was their partner dying and marriage breakdown as their worst calamity.
As like
The worst thing that could happen to them, in the most painful thing.
much worse
What?
than natural.
Their parents, yeah.
Worse
much
than your mum
hurricane,
dying.
just
Yeah, that's how
Worse than you being hit by a car and being in a coma.
Okay, first of all,
No,
nobody's
but
thinking about
honestly,
that.
though- no,
But there
when
was a
you
list
deep
of
it-
things. There was a list of things, and that came top.
But
Worse
when
than
you
your
deep
you
it-
dying.
When you deep it,
But
your
come on now.
life
First of all,
Worse
there's
than
no,
your
there's
kid
no
dying.
list after dying.
not
Yeah,
dying.
apparently.
Worse than your kid dying.
Apparently.
They
Yeah,
think
that's
Came
mad.
first. And I said, what?
Yeah, but some people see it as their life partner, right? And it's like, okay, I can rebuild my house again. I can get.
I can
another
make more
job.
kids.
I can
Yeah.
move to another city where there's less disasters. I'll go somewhere else. But when they see their life partner dying, maybe for them that's like,
Especially men actually pass away right after their partner passes away.
yeah. I
Men
see
usually,
it.
especially like, at older age, when the wife dies, the guy goes,
No,
yeah,
no,
I'm gonna
it's-
follow her.
It's a fact because
But are
we,
you-
my mom has a care
Especially other people
agency.
do it. She's in a better place. No, she's not,
I'm
mate.
telling you.
Haggar's a joke.
You know, my mom has a care agency,
Yeah.
and anytime there's an elderly couple, when one goes, the other one goes soon
Same.
after.
When I worked in care,
So sad.
and I used to speak to them, obviously, when you have to get to know them, whatever, when you're just doing the care for them, they constantly speak about their partner. I never heard anything about their kid.
You know, I saw
never
a
heard anything
video.
about their kid.
I saw a video of a girl who she was looking after this old elderly man, and then he used to always sleep with a picture of his like deceased wife next to his pillow. So she made him like she took a pillow like this and like put her face on it, they printed her face on it, and he was like crying, and she was like, "Oh, I know, I see you every day sleeping with the pillow next to you, so I got you an actual pillow with her face on it," and he was crying.
Yeah, honestly. So the
Yeah,
book,
but
that's how the
I
book
don't know,
came out.
man. Maybe I haven't found my life partner.
Because maybe there's people that don't
That's
have
the-
kids
that's
yet,
the
so they're
thing.
not thinking about
Yeah.
that. But
'Cause
they see
imagine-
their life partner.
Imagine finding your life partner. Imagine living with this person 60 years, 50 years,
Yeah, man.
and then potentially having kids. Because remember, childhood is temporary. I think there was that lawyer that said childhood is a temporary state. That child's with you for 18 years, and then they go live their life and does whatever
That's
they want.
true.
However, if you have the right partner who stayed with you throughout that childhood,
Yeah.
18 years, they were there before those 18 years.
They're still going to be there
and they're still
after
going to
the
be
kids
after
move
the
out.
18
Yeah.
years, and it's just going to be you two.
Mm-hmm.
So if you pick the right partner, you're basically potentially having multiple decades with somebody, and imagine them passing away one day.
Oh, I hear it now. Okay, when you put it like that,
Yeah.
damn, that's worse than your kid dying.
Because imagine your kid can move away to another country, another city, they get married themselves or whatever. But your
And some
partner,
people, they don't even have good relationships with their kids anyways. Some
Exactly.
people have no contact with their own kids.
exactly.
It's
And then
crazy.
so I was thinking, okay, because I used to give relationship advice to my friends. They'll come to me and they'll be like, "Yo, I'm talk to this girl."
Right, you've been in the
Yeah.
game for
I
ages,
didn't-
yeah?
No, he
Yeah,
has.
well,
He has.
Well, and they'll be like, "Yo," oh, for example, they'll tell me something, and I'll be like, "Wait, you did that?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, man, like, I don't know why she's angry." I'm like, "Are you sure you don't know why she's angry?" But no, I'm like, "When's the last time she started?" When's the last time she called you like, babe? He goes, 3 weeks ago. I said, "Yeah, pack your bags, pack your bags, mate."
She's pissed.
She's been calling you your name, yeah? Yeah, you're done. HR mode. You're finished. So the book was. It comes in different chapters. Obviously, one part is I wanted people to move away from the idea of just having feelings, catchy feelings, chemistry. Especially people call catchy feelings. It's more chemistry. It's more how you feel with the person, the spark, the banter, and stuff like that. And I wanted for people to move away from that to value based, in actually knowing and understanding what you want from that person and what you bring to the table and what they bring to the table, and do you combine each other and complement each other. And the next bit was, how do you get to know somebody? How do you know somebody's telling the truth? Then how do you ask questions in a way you can get to know somebody without feeling like it's an interrogation interview?
Yeah.
Then the next part was, how do you look at it from a perspective of Islamic and love, and both gain that thing where there's a gap, where you're like, okay, cool. Because I always tell people, you are single until you're married.
Yeah,
You're not spoken for.
it's true.
You telling yourself, oh, I've got a man and I've got a girl. No, you don't.
That's
You've got
haram.
You've got a haram relationship.
Yeah.
You've got the devil with you. That's what you do.
Damn.
So
It's you, him, and Shaitan.
exactly. And I always say there's no point in doing something for the sake of Allah, because at the end of the day, you do get married for the sake of Allah. It's a form of worship, but you do it in a haram way, and you ask Allah for a blessing, and then when He breaks down, you go, "Oh, what happened? Woe me." But obviously, what do you mean was gonna happen? What do you think was gonna happen when you went to the wrong way? So then I started thinking about 18-year-old that do I have and a 20-year-old that do I have, and I started thinking, okay, how could I make it easier for him? Someone that's like me, especially on my TikTok, I get a lot of questions from both girls and guys, and they're like, "Yo, like, I'm speaking to somebody, and this is happening," and I'm like, in my mind, it's a very simple issue. In my mind, I'm like, yeah, this could have been solved with that. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let me take all this information I have and let me put it in a book. And this is the one way you can court, one way you can get to know
Yeah.
somebody and know if they're actually for you.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I gave to like one of two people now are getting married from that questions.
Oh.
And getting married soon as well. They're like, yo, I used your questions and I found them.
You know, the other day I said
Love
to you,
that.
I remember I said to him the other day, I said, imagine one day when you're just sitting there and then you get like a message or a review that says, I bought Addy's book and I've read through the whole thing and then I implemented everything that he said in it and now I'm getting married. And then he goes, it's already happened. It's happened twice. I was like, swear down.
Yeah, there was one of them was actually it's 3 times now.
Tell them to send you a testimonial.
Inshallah, they will.
You need to
inshallah.
get feedback.
There's
from
one, I think it was on TikTok, yeah. I put my question on TikTok and she's like, can you please send me the full list?
Yeah.
And this one, I only put out part of the list and I said, oh yeah, sure. Here you go. She's like, I'm talking to somebody. She wasn't even Muslim. That's the funny part.
Wow.
She wasn't even Muslim.
Swear.
And now she's got a kid.
Hey.
And she messaged me, she goes, guess what? I used it on the date and now we got married. And I said, whoa. Then I started realizing, okay, Abdulwahab, these questions have a lot of potential. These questions are helping a lot of people. Make it available to a lot of people. So then that's how I came up with the book. But then I gave people the questions. And then they'll come back to me. They'll be like, I don't understand this question.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, excuse me? They're like, yeah, I don't know why I would ask someone this. And then they'll be like, okay, I don't know how to ask this question. Well, what does this question mean? Why would I ask them this? Or when do you ask someone this question? For example, one person came back to me and they were like, oh, I asked the intimacy question. And I said, when did you ask the intimacy question? They're like, oh, I asked it within the first week.
It was
I
a
said,
guy, innit?
Yeah. I said, okay, cool. Like, let's hold
Piss
out
me
on
off.
that. Let's hold out.
Piss me off.
Let's hold out on that. No, but some people, they're actually not thinking in a nasty way. They're just thinking.
Oh, but he said
No, but-
intimacy will go
No,
first.
but his priorities in his brain is like, oh, what's the sex gonna be like? That's what his priorities
No,
in
but-
his brain. That's what he's
No, but
saying. When I
honestly,
marry
no,
you,
but
what do
some
what?
people,
Yeah.
The way they think about it is, they just look at the question and in chronological order and just ask question 1, question 2, question 3. They look at it that way. So the way I wrote the book was I wrote it in a way where it's easy to follow.
Can
You
I
ask
just
this one,
say, as
you
I
ask
was
that one,
reading
you ask
it,
that.
you
Yeah.
actually have rearranged the he rearranged like the way that the questions are given.
Okay.
Because I remember before it would be like something like what was it? It was like, oh, what do you think about me or something like that? Or like,
Yeah.
why do you think that we'd make a good match? And then it would be like the second question. And I'm thinking like, I wouldn't ask that as the second question. So then it was harder to go through the list of questions to then now put them in an order in your own brain of like, is that relevant to us now? Can I ask that in 6 months? Can I ask that in like 2 months? Can I ask that in a little while, maybe after I've got to know them? So I looked at it and I was thinking, oh, this makes so much sense.
Yeah, so I separated it. I put in 62 most important questions.
Yeah.
And that's a combination of all the questions. So I took the 62 of all the most important questions, which are like 150 plus. And I said, these 62, if you do not know the answer to these 62, forget about the rest of them.
Wow.
Because those 62 are the core. If you don't know anything about the person throughout these 62, for me, I'm like, there's no point of asking the rest of them. Because these
it's
ones are
crazy.
like the
Wow.
first ones that you should know. Because the rest of them are like more, infer, ask. Furthermore,
Yes.
what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Okay, cool. You care about finance, okay, but do you care about saving? Okay, but how do you save then? But then if
Yeah,
you don't,
add-on questions.
then add-on questions,
yeah.
right? So then obviously they'll put them the rest in chronological order and the rest in just there's intimacy, communication, lifestyle, and
There's finance. I skimmed through the finance section as well.
finance.
Crazy.
Then there
That's
is
so
values,
good.
and
I
then
love the way that you've broken it down as well. Like you'll say, this is a good question to ask, and then you'll explain the reasoning behind it. You'll explain like what you could ask
We'll
with
put,
it.
like the prophet.
Yeah, and then you'll put like, and it's so
Fam?
beautiful the way you've done that.
It's because I was thinking, okay, it'll feel boring if someone just looks at the question and goes,
It's true.
okay, but I don't know why I'm asking this. So I thought, okay, how could I link it to Islam, and how could I link it to psychology? And also, how can I make the person think about the question
Yeah.
more and infer more? So then the reflection part that you're talking about, I would always ask the person, what do you think? Like, how can you question this more? How can you add on more to this? Or
So good,
much
wallahi.
more.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed reading it. I'm like I'm like a quarter way through. So I'm like, a quarter out of the 300 and something pages. And I'm going to finish it. Definitely. I'm going to finish reading it. It's so good.
And I
can't
liked
wait to
how
have it in my hand.
I liked how you even said this is an ideal answer and a less ideal answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was related to the less ideal answer. I would have said that. That's crazy.
Do you know what's so good as well? At the beginning part, like your intro is really long.
Yeah.
And I think if you get this book, guys, don't skip the intro. Wallahi, don't. Don't just go straight to the questions, because the intro really, like, it brings it all, like, together, I think. When you explain about, like, manipulation, and you explain about people who may have wrong intentions, and you explain about how not to get duped, and you explain about what kind of answers that somebody might give you if they're maybe lying. Like, I love all of those things. It's like you've taken all the, like, questions that someone may have and put them all in one place. So,
That's
like,
exactly how I did.
and I love that.
Yeah.
Wallahi, when I was reading it, I was skim reading it, because obviously we didn't have a lot of time. But as I was skim reading, in my head, I was making notes. I was going, "Hey, that's so smart. Okay, that's really good." And then you've tied it back to Islam, and then you've talked about your experience with your wife, and then you've talked. I was like, oh,
It's actually genius.
this is
mashallah.
so nice.
Allah
way-
Mubarak.
'cause-
No,
Allah
genuinely, I
Mubarak.
think you cracked the code, because
Wallahi, you
the
cracked
youth
the
are
code.
lost. Adham.
Wallahi.
Eh? The Muslim youth, they don't know what they're doing
I
anymore.
think they were never found in a way because we were always given the wrong information.
It's true.
So
you have,
we were
you
lost
have
from
young
day
girls
one.
just settling because
Yeah.
they're rushing to get married, or there's pressure from the
Yeah.
parents. They settle for the next guy who says hi to them,
It's
and now
true.
they're in an unhappy marriage. Like, it happens. Like, there was
I don't
one.
think it's only girls. I think it's also boys. I think boys just get told as long as she's pretty and as long as
No,
you
but
get.
boys
as
are
long as
not
you
under that
get-
much pressure as much as
So
girls
Oh,
are.
they
sad.
are.
The girls
They
are under a lot of pressure.
Girls are under pressure for biological clock.
But yeah.
But the boys are under pressure when it comes to finances. Why you not working? Why you not doing this? Why you not ready? You ask the boy, okay, why you getting married? Oh, I'm not ready, bro. Why you not ready? What are you doing?
Yeah,
know,
they
what's
feel
your
like they
plan?
have to have.
Yeah,
they have to be rich.
Exactly,
in order
and
to
it's
get
because
married.
they've been given this, like, I always think, well, like, you come from a council house, she comes from a council house. You're not being asked for 50k. You're not being asked for a madness. You're just being asked just to cover yourself and her.
Not him
That's
coming
about
for the council houses.
yeah. That's the,
But then
no,
also-
but you know, do you know, is it? I just don't understand when people talk as if a lot of people have money.
No,
And I'm
'cause,
like, well,
Adi, you know what it
majority of us come from a poor background.
The way
Yeah.
that they're looking at
Majority of
it.
us are
Working
struggling
class.
already.
Yeah.
So pretending that you're Dubai bling in a council housing doesn't make sense.
In social housing, this is crazy.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but they want better for themselves, innit? The way that they're looking at it.
wanna get out of the
especially,
hood,
yeah,
Adi.
especially
okay,
like
but
the
you're
mums.
not gonna get
They
out
want
of
a
the hood
man
through
to
marriage.
come
Yeah.
and take them like
You're not
Cinderella.
Savannah, okay?
They want to be like Cinderella. They want to run
I'm
away.
so sorry. Pick up your shoe. Pick up your shoe. Don't lose it.
Pick up your shoes.
No,
Nearly
but I'm
midnight.
saying, no, but what I'm
Hey.
saying is there are a lot
Cinderella
of guys
and
who
that.
are making decent wages. No, but there are a lot of guys who are making decent wages, and there are a lot of guys who
Listen, in this
are
England,
earning good money.
in this England, it's a
but,
very small percentage.
Men have been given this stigma that you have to be earning 100k. You have to be earning.
Also,
above
they're
amounts.
afraid of being finessed.
Who's gonna finesse
does
you
that
when you have
mean?
nothing? I wasn't afraid of being finessed because all I
finesse you when you have
both be
nothing?
looking in my pocket for something.
Do you know what's
And I'll be
crazy?
like,
It's
excuse
the
me,
guys that
let's
are like,
find it.
It's the guys that are like, she's a gold digger. What's she digging for?
No,
Gold.
have anything
Where you don't
because
have
I've
any
never-
gold.
I've never thought about it that way. Like, I never in my life have I ever said to myself,
That's so
oh my god, this
rude.
girl is about to steal my
Oh,
£65.
that's so rude.
Like,
It's the way that he dropped that so casually.
no,
Finesse,
but
you don't even have anything to finesse. Oh.
no, but I'm talking from my perspective, from my reality. I've never sat there with somebody and said, wow, they're about to steal my Nando's.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. Like you're not about to
What do you
have
You don't have
nothing
nothing,
to
yeah.
my name.
Wow.
I have nothing to my name for you to steal.
Wow.
So there's nothing I can say. If I was maybe a rich man and, you know, I had so many businesses and, you know, somebody would marry me and legally marry me and then take off half, I'll say, yeah.
No, but listen, here's what's so ironic about this. The guys who have it, the rich men, they do not care.
They're so generous.
They want to spoil the woman.
They're
They
just
want to
splashing.
flex on
Take,
her. Do
take,
you get it?
take the
Yeah.
cards. Take the cards.
They're just like, here, take my card.
It's because they don't give
Spend.
attention.
Do you know what I mean?
So they
That's
give money.
true. They're substituting their attention for
they're
like,
keeping
like,
her there.
They're like, I'm not going to
Yeah.
chat to you today, but
I don't really
here's
want to give you.
250.
Yeah.
You know, hold this back in. You know what I'm saying? You're crying too much. Hold this.
I don't have emotional intelligence.
Exactly.
Go to Sephora.
Good support.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't mind one of those.
Until it's like 5 years. He's like, he actually hasn't asked me if I'm okay.
She hasn't been okay for 84 years.
That bag is just sitting there.
Yeah, but I have 10 Birkins.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, but how many times of those like highly successful people have cheated on, and the wife ends up cheating?
That's
She's
true.
like, yeah, like the guy wasn't at home; he was just out working. All the time,
Yeah.
and he was doing so. I'm trying to cheat.
Sacrifices, innit?
see.
No, man.
Sacrifices.
No, but honestly, like I was saying, you really hit the nail on the head with this book, because a lot of Muslim youth, like, they really gonna like follow the steps and inshallah do
I'm
it the
so
halal
happy,
way.
wallahi.
Because people are lost, man. People are still out here, grown men asking for your Snapchat.
Oh,
People are lost.
my God.
People are lost on these streets.
I think.
Muz match. I'm so sorry, Muz match. Muz. I'm
first,
so sorry.
Maybe I need to get in contact with them and be like, hey,
finished.
maybe you should
Listen,
give people the book.
Adi,
and then go on Muz match.
wallahi, give them the book and then tell them to go on Muz match. Partner up with them.
Swear to God,
Because your
reach out
app
to
is
them. Why
finished,
not?
bruv. The
Just be
app
like,
is
listen,
finished.
listen. The Muslim people, they need this book.
Yo, the
No, I
app is
just
done
think
out here.
people. Okay, for example, I'm obviously I'm doing my relationship coach thing still now, but there's somebody that I'm coaching right now, and we will have catch up a few times. There's other people as well, but especially with him, and he would ask me a question, and then we'll have a session. We'll sit down, and we'll go through it. And the whole time, like, he's speaking to somebody, and as he speaks to that person, I'm realizing every single question or every single thing I've read in the book or wrote in the book. I'm like, okay, cool. That's the part. Okay, this chapter, then that chapter,
Wow.
and then I'm thinking, okay, cool. This question that he's asking will be this. For example, he asked about the intimacy. When should I ask that? I think I asked it a bit too early. And I said, yeah, you asked a bit too early. Find out
A
about
week in, way too
find
early.
out about this and find out about that. But some people, they're business. Here's the difference between there are people who are business like. They take things literal. As in, they come talk to you and their intention are so narrow and so straight that they take things business like. I'm gonna find out everything. I'm gonna find out everything now. And then some people, they dilly dally. They're like, yeah, man, like I find out like 6 months later, like 7 months later, 8 months later. But I'm like, no. So with him, I had to like, okay, you ask this question now, then you ask that question now, and then you ask this question, and then when you get this question, ask more, because there are certain questions where I'm like, I know people are gonna say small things, like they're gonna try to get away with it, like, oh, what do you think about this?
Like a very short answer.
Yeah, like a short answer, like a vague one, where
and expect you to be happy with
they
that.
expect you to be happy.
Yeah,
with
you
that.
got
And
to prod
people-
sometimes.
you gotta
Sometimes you
prod.
got to keep going.
And especially the one thing that I really wanted to hone in is clarity and intention. Because I always say clarity creates direction,
Yeah.
same with intention. And a lot of people feel they can't be intentional because if they are, they come off creepy. They come off too quick, too forward. And I always say, no. If you tell somebody, hey, I'm trying to get married.
Yeah.
I have the intention to get married. And I want to talk to you for the sake of marriage and
Yeah.
see if we are compatible and if we match. That should be fine. If someone says to you, marriage, oh, hold on, I was just trying to chat for the sake of chat.
Don't even bother.
Wait,
Yeah.
Addy,
Don't
in the
even bother
book,
asking questions.
you wrote something, and it was you said you don't want it to be like an interview. You
Yeah.
want to ask them these questions in like a conversational way,
Yeah.
and it's not about what you're saying; it's about how you're saying it.
Exactly.
So if someone turns around to me and says to me, "Hey Nasra, let's get to know each other. I want to marry you in 2 months," I'm gonna be like, "Damn, get away from me. That sounds creepy." But if he comes along and says, "Hey, I'm getting to know people with the intention of getting married,
Yeah, exactly.
and that's my end goal, and I
word
would
it
like to do
differently.
that in about 6 months' time, inshallah." Can I get to know you? I'd probably be more open to it and feel less creeped out. But it's when they turn around and they say, "You specifically, I want to marry you," and you're like, "You don't even know me." You know them ones?
Yeah.
There are people who use marriage as like the prize. So what they will do is they'll say, "I want to marry you," and then the girl just lets loose. Oh my God, somebody, finally. And I'm like, well, that is just, you know, just the way people do it nowadays. So they know that if you say, "I just want to be, you know, casual," then the girl a lot of time will run away. But if you say, "Hey, look, I'm trying to marry you. I'm trying to take you out. I'm trying to understand you deeper level," the girls are like, "Yes,
Yeah.
let's do it." But I'm like, he's promised you the world, but hasn't given you anything
Yeah.
because we all live in it. How's he going to give you the world? We're
That's
here.
crazy.
Number two, he hasn't asked you about your parents,
Mm-hmm.
and you haven't asked him about his. So this whole marriage is completely false and fake. Number three, you haven't sat down and spoken about any plans. So you guys are just talking for the sake of talking. And a lot of
Yeah.
times, I'm like, what do you know about the person? Like, what do you actually know about the person?
Because all
We
this,
speak
what's
to
your
them.
favorite color? It's actually
How many
useless. When
siblings do
actually
you have?
deep it, it's actually useless.
Exactly, because a lot of times
What's your
you wanna get
favourite
to it
colour?
naturally.
That's the thing, you know.
Yeah, naturally. Like, even interviews have better questions that people ask each other. People in interviews are like, so what's your problem solving skills? Because a lot of marriage is problem solving.
What are your strengths?
What
What
are,
are your
is,
weaknesses?
exactly a lot of marriage is a problem solving.
You wrote in the book that people will take a longer time to go for a business deal
Yeah.
or like sign a contract or do a job interview than they would to pick their actual spouse, like their partner
the
in
terms
life.
and conditions. Yeah, that you were spitting there.
When you were spitting hard
You were
there, I
spitting
was
so
reading it
hard
like,
with that one.
yeah.
For example, like
protect your
both
business so
have-
much
You
more.
both have children.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know your partner is going to be their parent forever. Whether they're a good person or a bad person, that's your child's partner. That's your child's parent. Now you're thinking, okay, cool. So now your child has a right over you. Because your child has a right over you for you to pick them a right parent and a good parent as well. Because your child can easily turn around to you 18 years later and be like, my dad is shit. My mom is shit. Like, you lot are narcissistic people, and you married her, and you married him, and you caused this issue upon me. And you knew Allah said to you that your children have right upon you to pick a good partner for them. You didn't pick a good parent for me. What do you say then? What do you say in Day of Judgment when your child comes to you and says, yeah, they neglected me. They did this to me. They did that to me.
Peak.
And it's because you saw a guy 6'5", and you said, his height though.
Trust
Yeah,
me.
I'm a criminal. Your height though.
Blue eyes.
Or you saw a girl and she, had Coca-Cola figure and she said to you, yeah, bro, like I haven't read since like year 9. and then you're meant to, she's meant to educate your children.
That's
She's meant to look after your
crazy.
children. When's the last time you prayed? I don't know. I just kind of feel when I feel it in it. And then what, that child's meant to be upon Islam. Like you're choosing people not only for yourself.
Crazy.
You're choosing people for your parents. You choose people for your siblings. You choose people for everyone around
The
you.
spouse is so important because
Exactly.
if a child is growing up in a house where there's constant conflict,
Exactly.
it's going to be unstable. Sorry.
Yeah.
Unstable, and I think they'd be more likely to develop like anxiety.
Yeah.
And like you have to make sure that you and your spouse are on the same page. You're both emotionally healthy because the kids, they absorb everything.
Also,
They absorb everything.
You can tell the difference between a good family and a not so healthy family.
Yeah.
Especially when a child comes from a healthy family, and you're looking at them and they're beaming. Especially when in school and you realize, okay, cool, that child, whatever problem they come across, they're gonna solve it because they have that sort of self-belief.
Yeah.
Because that child's been growing up. Okay, my dad did it, my mom did it, I can do it as well.
Or even just being told like you're amazing,
You're
you can do
amazing.
it, like
Yeah.
you can accomplish anything.
Exactly.
And then, or the alternative is being told like you're stupid, like you don't know anything, like just shut up, just be quiet, just behave.
And even
You
in
know?
terms of like just us as people, as partners, as husbands, as wives as well, there's a lot of people who passively love other people. They passively are in other people's life. And so the question is, I was like, you know what? I don't want love to be a passive thing. I don't see love as a passive thing. I don't see it as a noun.
Yes.
So I put a definition of love there so that people can actually think, am I speaking to the right person? Am I being loved in the correct way?
I love the quote that you put from Rumi.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. I love Rumi. Rumi's amazing.
Yeah, love
I
him
don't
as
know
well.
who. I've never
He's a
read
poet.
any-
He's a Muslim
I've heard
poet.
of Rumi,
Yeah.
but I've never read any of
His
So
poetry
in
is so beautiful.
In the intro, I put as many things as possible.
Oh,
so that,
it was
because
so
one thing I
good.
hated with regards to love is how people downplayed it. Is how
Yeah.
people thought of it as a bad thing or as a thing only certain selective few can attain it. Or you're lucky, you found him. Allah blessed you. And you're right, Allah did bless those people.
Yeah.
But they also did tie their camel.
Yeah.
How many people, sometimes people only see the marriage, but they don't see how many people that person spoke to. Like I spoke to a few
That's
people
true.
before I got married. So a lot of people don't know the effort behind the closed doors. They only see the other outcomes or how much someone had to endure something for them to
Yeah.
get married. And a lot of times, some people, I feel like nowadays, like it's uncool to get married. They're like, oh yeah, bro, you're just. They say you're just kasibakoya, or you're just horny.
Crazy.
What do you mean? Like you're meant to complete half your deen, and you're meant to do it young as well. No, you're just running for this. But if I tell you, hey, Sahib, work these many hours, these many shifts, these many days, I'll take it. So you're running for the dunya, in terms of running money and everything, but the one thing that takes you to the akhirah as well, and completes half your deen, you're running away from it. You're saying, oh no, you don't do that, or you're simping.
Oh my God.
You're pick me. I'm like, why are you so afraid of being nice to the person you're meant to be with?
Isn't that crazy when other men are calling men simps just for being a decent guy?
Literally.
Isn't that crazy?
That's
I'm
the
just like,
part.
damn, you guys are
or
dogs.
or
That's the
being
part.
emotionally intelligent or
Yeah.
mature,
Mm.
and all of a
A
sudden,
man caring about a woman, oh, he's a simp.
You're a
he's
simp.
What? That is
First,
crazy.
I was thinking the other day, yeah. I was like, I don't know why I had this thought. I was thinking, but the older Somali men, they ruined it for us. And I was thinking, because I was like, a lot of Somali girls who are my age are like on edge. Because they're like, I just saw what happened to my mum.
oh,
I just saw the fact that she gave him 4 kids, the fact that she gave him, you know, do you know the thing that everyone argues about? Do you know the hand wash thing, where the guy's like, oh yeah, like, can we get a hand wash? And the Somali girls are like, we're not even doing that. Our parents did it. You lot messed up. We're not doing that. And
Wait,
then-
what?
Wait, I'm starting to.
What
what's that
hand wash
TikTok
thing?
Video?
Yeah, remember?
what
No,
hand wash
but
thing?
say it
So
again
do you know
because
all
I
the
know I
Somali
watched
men?
this.
You know they eat and then
Oh,
the
and then
wives
they bring them
yeah,
a bowl with the
the
hand
bowl.
They
wash.
call it in Somali. There's a word for it.
Oh.
Farha something.
Farhal.
Farhal,
Yeah.
yes.
And then they were like so many other things. I'm like, okay, what about cooking? All right, cool. What about the like clothes iron?
What's wrong with the
bath run and
farhal?
stuff like that? So what,
I do
and
it for my mum.
Basically, there was a video of a Somali girl saying, "My mum did that.
And I ain't doing that.
I ain't never doing that.
Okay.
You better,
No, but
you
sorry,
better
yeah,
get
I
up
can't lie
And
to you.
wash your
do your thing
hands.
and wash
I
your
grew
hands."
up in a household where my dad got up and washed his own damn hands.
Yeah, but what I'm
Okay.
saying is,
Why am
what
I
I'm
now
saying
going to be
is the-
bringing
is the
a
standard.
bowl of
the
soapy
standard
water?
that
You
the
must be right.
previous Somali men got and the results they produced.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, but so they were given very great
Very
treatment, but
great
they were
treatment.
shit husbands.
They just weren't the best of people.
Okay, that's
And then the Somali girls woke up and said, "What? I ain't having that."
It's
Which
fair.
is the reason
I
why
hear
That's
it.
we
fair
get
enough.
divorced within a year, within 6 months, 3 months. Immediately we're out.
I hear it.
He just wasn't cutting for me. you know,
Another thing
it just-
Somalis do, the women will be in the kitchen all day, cooking. The men are like this, yeah, watching TV, and then they eat first. You must be mad. The women need to be sitting eating, and the men will get the whatever's left. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
I was gonna agree with you.
You see his face drop. See his face drop. He said,
I was agreeing with you, and then I was like,
What are they? What are they? Run.
I'm saying.
dish your plate out first.
No. First of all,
No, but
I do the. She does the cooking, and I have to. And
Oh,
so
very good.
We have a system.
no, like I'm talking about like, let's say there's a
I understand what you
family
mean.
gathering.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, the men eat first.
The men will eat, and it's not like the women are eating at the same time in a different room. No, you have to basically wait till they're done, and then the women can eat.
Oh
Why?
my god, you know what? Yeah, I think maybe I'm like the very odd person, like in the family, where I used to go and sit with the men and eat with the men. And then it got to a point where I think I was about 17 and they were like, you can't do that anymore. And I was like,
She's like,
I was like, you watch me. And then I would just go and sit with all the uncles, be like, Alain, how are you? Kala. Sit right next to him. He'd be like, come, sit next to me. And I just eat with all the men. And all the women
but
used to really
make
like,
it
they
make
used to look
sense.
at me like, what the
Make
hell's
it
wrong
make
with
sense.
you?
She broke the code.
The women are the ones who are in the kitchen cooking all day. Let them eat first.
Bro, I would be
If you're a
sitting
real
there
man.
laughing with them.
If you're a real man,
Why am I not eating?
let the women sit down and
No, but I think it's just a Somali cultural thing that
It
I
jars
don't
me, I
understand
can't lie. It
why it
actu-
happens. But
It jars me as well.
it
maybe
kinda
if
low-key
there's a
jars me.
family gathering and then there's not enough space and the woman eats somewhere else, I don't understand.
I'm
No,
so
trust
sorry.
me, they literally say it.
They literally
The
do
men
it.
cook,
It's
they
horrible.
will eat first. They say
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell
And
you
then the
truth.
women,
That
the
never
kids get the leftovers,
that
like the
never-
scraps.
That never happened in my family.
Well,
Whoever-
I've seen it happen so
Whoever
much.
was eating,
So many
everyone was
times,
eating at the same time.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
everyone
well,
was eating at the same time.
you got a good family.
Well,
family.
I broke
Yeah.
that code a long time ago. I made sure that we all sat and ate together. And then sometimes the aunties would be like, this is weird. This is so weird.
Yeah.
And I'd be
But I
like, yeah,
think-
we're all eating
do you-
together. What do you
Do you
mean
know
you're
is-
going to make me sit
do
in
you know
another
is it?
room
It's
all
and then the
lies. I
uncles
just
are all
wanna-
eating here?
I
What?
just want to say,
And they get the fresh
all
meat.
The boys,
They get
We get the bones.
everything. You're giving me bones, bruv.
No,
Say.
no, that's a
Wallahi,
lie.
say.
That's a lie.
Wallahi,
That's
it's
a
true.
lie.
Wallahi, it's true.
You know the crusty
Wallahi,
hill
it's
at the
true.
bottom.
Yeah.
That's what the women are eating.
We,
You know
you
what,
know the
there's
rice
more
that's burnt
burnt
at the
than him.
bottom. You know the
There's more
rice
burnt
that's
than-
burnt, the one at the bottom.
Yeah.
Because men eat a lot, right? Well, we'll get the scraps at the bottom.
Wallahi.
No, but that's culture.
Look, he's a man. There's nothing you
No,
can
no,
say.
no, no. I'm saying you lot need to change that. Well, everyone
You're
change
speaking from a place of privilege, okay?
that. No, I'm saying I'm not part of that. I'm not part
Okay,
of that.
good.
No, when I.
But
take
you're
the
right,
meat,
though. I
share it
feel
as well.
like a lot
Very
of us
good.
are looking at our
No
parents'
diddy.
generation,
Yeah.
and we're like, I'm definitely not taking that from my parents' marriage, but I'll take this. And everyone's picking and choosing.
I think we're
How
more
they wanna
romantic
be in
than
their marriage.
Our parents' generation, definitely. I've
Yeah.
seen more Somali men, Somali couples now hold hands and out and about
Holding
with
hands
each
is
other.
so
and
cute.
Just
I've never
doing
seen that.
random stuff.
I've never
You've
seen
never
that.
seen that?
never seen
Whereabouts
that.
do you live? I've never seen that.
You've never seen
Older
a
Somali parents holding
No,
hands.
younger.
No, the younger
Oh, the
ones.
younger lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, no,
younger.
the older parents, they
No.
don't hold
Talking
hands.
The
about
older
the
ones, they were
uncles
running from each other.
We've never seen
What-
them kiss.
Hey, Garden.
We've never seen them hug and kiss like this.
Yeah.
They're not even together.
Never.
The men are in the maqayad and the women are the ones picking up the kids from school, and you know how it's like. I mean,
But yeah, I think we're a bit different. I think a lot of boys are a bit like, okay, cool, it's just actually happening. Because before I even got married, a lot I was hearing from girls are like, we're not doing this, we're not doing this, we're not doing that, we're not doing this, we're not doing that. I'm thinking, well, what are you talking about?
They're speaking from a place of trauma.
And then I know they're lying though.
Yeah.
Because when I speak to my married friends, first of all, I have a problem with all married people.
you have a
You were
problem.
having this much fun and you didn't tell us. You were. I was like, when I got married and I was like into it, and I was like,
Are you still in the honeymoon stage?
That's
I'm
so
like,
funny.
I'm like, this is so fun. This is amazing. It's like sleepover with the best friend for a long time.
Oh,
And then you're like,
are you hearing this?
you lot are enjoying it.
Are you hearing this?
And then they kept it hidden. Have you realized they only tell us about the bad stuff? They only tell us
No,
about the
it's
ones
true.
that have gone
It's
wrong.
true.
The ones that are doing
But
well,
do you know why?
they're hiding. They're like, yeah, I'm keeping this to myself.
But do
man.
you know what it is?
Yeah, they don't want evil eye.
The reason why you guys are having such a great time
Allahumma barik.
is because you guys are compatible.
Yes.
Did you, by the way, I wanted to ask you,
Go on.
when you were getting to know Warda, did you
Yeah.
use your
Every
template?
one of them.
Yeah.
That's
every one of them.
crazy.
I
It
love
was so
that.
funny because
And how long did it take? Was it like a long ass?
It
Was
took
it like
us
a
3
3-hour
weeks.
interview?
yeah,
3
wallahi.
weeks. Bloody hell. How long
It
were you
took
lot
us-
chatting for?
3 weeks. By
7-hour
first-
stints.
By the first week, I knew already
Oh.
because I asked a very important question at the beginning.
Okay.
So then I knew immediately. I was like, if somebody fails the first one or the second one, I'm like, there's no point. Take care of yourself. So immediately, if the first and the second one, if you get it wrong, I'm like, yeah, take care of yourself. I'm not even gonna explore further because I already don't like the way you answered these ones.
She was hitting the ball out the park every time.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, I even kept saying to her, I said, do you have my mark scheme? Do you have the answers to my questions? And then she would just ask. She had a lot of questions for me as well.
Hey, you found your match. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah.
You had questions
It
too.
was like
So
Uno. She said,
sweet.
here you go.
That's so
Uno
sweet.
She's like, here you go. Answer
Oh,
these for me.
Barik.
And so I remember the first week we were speaking, and we were just asking each other questions.
That's so sweet.
Because as we were talking to each other and as we were asking questions, we were still talking. We were still getting to know each other, and we were still bantering as well.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like we were just interview. It wasn't
Yeah.
like it was just straightforward, just seriousness. We were bantering and asking each other serious questions at the same time. And as I was asking her the questions, I was like, okay, she thinks in the same value. She has the same values as me. She cares about the same things on the same frequency as me as well.
Okay.
Okay. Does she think similar to me in terms of values then? Does she think similar to me in terms of this? What about household? What about family? What about finances? What does she care about the deen the same way I do? What about love? Does she think that, because there are people who they're givers.
Yeah.
They give with their time, they give with
Yeah.
their money, they give with their energy, and there are people that are takers.
Yes.
They just want to take as much,
And they don't give anything.
They don't give anything.
Yeah.
And there are people who I think are passive. They just are demer.
If you give, I take. If I give, sometimes you can take.
Exactly. They don't care.
So.
So they're like, yeah, whatever happens to me, happens to me. So they don't really live life on any spectrum.
Damn.
They just kind of let things happen to them. So I was like, you know what? I don't want any of that.
You said I don't want no demand.
No. I said I don't want a demer.
He
And
said
I don't want to take her.
no
I don't want to demer. I don't want to, because
That's crazy.
there are, because I've always said, I remember I made a TikTok. I think I said it before where I was like, I speak to a girl and I think after 3 months, I just realized, yo, this girl has not complimented me once.
I
Oh,
remember.
2 haircuts.
Yeah.
I'm looking fly as hell. I'm getting compliments by random people. I'm getting free drinks at random places. I'm going to Starbucks and the
And
ladies
you're
like,
complimenting
on the
her,
house.
right?
Oh.
Obviously, I'm saying you're
and it's not being
beautiful.
reciprocated.
And I
Yeah.
realized, well, this someone's just a taker. And I asked her one day, I said, yo,
Sad.
like, we've been talking for like 3 months and I always shower you with compliments and I always support your things. But even, for example, if a video did very well on my TikTok, a
Nothing.
lot of my friends will message me privately. They'll
Nothing.
be like, whoa, bro, that did very well, man. That was such a funny video.
So
That
she's
was
not
so
even
nice."
She's not
interested
even-
in your
nothing.
Yeah,
interests.
yeah,
That's crazy.
she's not even
That's
interested.
crazy.
And then I'm thinking, so what's the point of us talking? Like, I'm getting more support from friends
That's so sad.
and strangers. People on the internet are saying to me, oh my God, this is so funny. And oh my God, this is actually a good idea. More than you are saying anything to me.
I have a question.
Go
So
on.
in that example, for example,
Yeah.
if that was the only thing that she didn't do, and everything else was perfect,
You can't be perfect.
would you? Well, not when I say perfect, I don't mean
Yeah,
perfect, but like
yeah.
let's say all the other things checked out,
Yeah.
and that was the one thing that didn't check out? Because this is a problem that a lot of people are facing, right? It's
Yeah.
like the
Sometimes it's just
80%,
the right
20%,
thing.
right?
I made
Someone can be 80% good for
Perfect,
you,
yeah.
and then there's that 20% that's missing.
Mhm.
Are you willing to sacrifice that 20%
Yeah.
for the, and then that 80%, sorry, for the 20%?
That's a
So
good question.
it's very good that you actually said that. In the book,
You're gonna throw him
there's-
off. Yeah.
yeah, no. In the book, there's non-negotiables and then negotiables.
Okay.
So there's non-negotiables
I saw the
negative
chart.
and the non-negotiable positive and then the
Yes.
good traits. So with the non-negotiable positive, these are things that no matter what the person has to have.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm not moving forward with you whatsoever. I don't care if you have 4 out of 5. You have to have these. These are my
All 5.
non-negotiable. All 5.
Oh wow. Okay.
And these are you have to choose.
What
them
if there was under
very-
some pressure?
you have to, and I chose these very carefully. Like, it
Damn.
wasn't something random. It wasn't
Okay.
something that I could live without. These are things I could not live without.
Okay.
And then I had the non-negotiable negatives. These are the things I could not the person have at all.
Oh
No
wow.
matter what, no matter
Sorry.
what, they could not have it. And then the other one was good traits. Traits that if they have it, amazing.
Alhamdulillah.
The more the
Alhamdulillah,
better.
the more the merrier.
Yeah.
Just giving
some
job
people-
description. Essential.
That's
Yeah,
what's good.
we don't
Yeah,
mind.
we
Good
don't
to
mind.
have.
Good to have. But it was like I had to be very, very, very delicate with it, and I had to be.
Oh.
I couldn't put everything, and I had to limit it to like 10 things or 5
Okay.
things. And I said, okay, cool, Dean. But the way they practice it, the essence of it, everything.
Okay.
I honestly, let me just because how's he already thought of that, Nasra. See, look, you threw a curveball in there. Hey, she threw a curveball and you said, nah, I thought about that.
I thought.
Look at the charts.
exactly.
Well, like, I actually looked at the chart. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I was considering doing my own.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's
no, there's an
sick.
actual exercise. So in the book,
Is
there's an
there?
actual exercise
See,
for people to
I
do.
skimmed that
Yeah.
part. Yeah.
So I legit told the person, here's the chart, write down the things. I think I put 10 parts in.
Oh, wow.
Write down the things that you want to have. And I
Yeah.
even gave people examples. You know, attentiveness, you know, supportive. Someone that doesn't have neuroticism, which is like, I can't deal with people who have large spectrum of emotions within one day.
Oh wow.
I can't. I'm a very steady person. And once you work with or you know people who go up and down throughout the day and they're quick with it as well.
Wow.
So I can't do that. I don't have the capacity for that.
Instability.
Instability. I said I
Damn.
can't do that. Because have you ever spoken to somebody who's like miserable? At the moment they're okay. They're miserable the next second. And you're thinking, I can't even sit. I can't
They're
even,
unpredictable.
Yeah. Or people who just like they shout. Like they get angry quickly and then they start
Oh
shouting.
yeah, no, I don't like
They
that.
raise their voice.
I don't like that at all.
I said that's non-negotiable.
No,
for
thank
me.
you.
You cannot be shouting at me.
Yes,
You cannot be-
100%.
Or people who, when they get upset, they hurl abuse at you.
Or they say
You're a
really
prick, you're an
spiteful
idiot.
things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're a prick. You're an idiot. That's why your
Crazy.
dad left you.
Oof.
Da-da-da. You're
Below the belt.
thinking.
That's crazy.
That's why your dad left you. It's
You're thinking, excuse
crazy.
me? You're thinking.
That's
This is why you don't have any. You know they start going for your character.
And this is why you're broke.
This is why you're broke.
Now we have to fight. Now
Yeah.
it's a physical
Now
fight.
you're thinking. If I say something back to you now,
Oh.
now we're just killing each other. We're just hurting each other as much as possible. So there's people when they get angry and upset, they try to hurt the other person as much as possible. So I had to think about it and I said, nah, I can't do that. I can't do this. I can't do this. One of them, people who are non-communicative. I said impossible. Impossible. I had a friend who was dating somebody and any time that they would get into a little bit of scuffle, she'll block him.
Ah.
Are they
People who
married?
block each other for fun is just so jarring.
She'll block him.
I'm so sorry. I
And
can't.
he's blocked for like a few hours. Sometimes even a day or two.
Ah.
And I just said impossible.
I've been
When
through-
you unblock me, you find yourself blocked.
I've-
Like, you know, you're talking to somebody, you're getting to know each other, everything's going well, then you're blocked.
That's mad.
You're thinking, what did I do? What have I done? I haven't even done anything. And then 3 weeks go by, and then I come back.
You know what's
That's
mad?
insanity.
I
And they
like to
always
tell
say,
people.
sorry.
No, I'm so sorry.
I was
I like to tell
self-sabotaging.
people.
I was like, get out
No,
of my face.
I like to
That's
tell people
normal.
when they come back. I like to say I'm so sorry. This is not the communication preferences that I want or I'm okay with.
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Exactly.
And then I block them. I wait for them to come back and then I block them.
No, I always,
But I let them know you're
I
being
always
blocked.
seem to catch him on road. That's the bad part.
No,
about
that's
me.
nuts. Adi, we have
I
2
was-
minutes left. Well, let's wrap this up.
I've got a last question to,
Go on.
end it, to wrap it up.
Yeah.
This book, do you think it would benefit people who are already married? Or is
Yes.
it just targeted
Yeah.
towards...
It will benefit everyone.
Oh.
Because what if they read it and they're like, oh, shit.
I didn't know
because-
that about you.
The thing-
Are we compatible?
No, the thing is, even so, the
Now
whole
your
part,
book is bringing divorces.
No. So the whole part, don't say that. The whole part of it is to learn about your partner. So with the question, you learn about your partner and then you cater to your partner.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
for example, would you do, one of the questions is like, how do you want me to treat you when you're upset? Now, maybe you've been married for 3 years and every time your partner's upset, you're confused. You're like, what the hell do I do?
Yeah.
You never actually thought to ask them.
Okay.
So now you can go up to them and be like, hey, when you get upset, you tend to do this. What do you want me to do?
It can actually improve marriages.
So then people could be like, okay, cool. Now
Inshallah.
I know what to do. Or maybe another question might be like, how do you like to be loved?
Oh.
And then especially, how do you like to be loved when you're in this type of thing?
Imagine they're like 10 years into the marriage. All of a sudden, how do you like to...
No, but
How
because
do you like to be loved?
because it can be like, you could be loving somebody from your own language.
Yes,
that's
it's true.
facts.
It's
All I
true.
hear.
You know, you like
Right.
gift giving
It's never
for
too late.
yourself.
Yeah.
So you end up giving them gifts, but they want
They
quality
don't
time.
care
They
about
don't
that.
care.
Yeah.
Whole time
Yeah,
they just
quality
want to
time.
sit and watch TV.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
They just want a parallel play, and so you can ask them, hey, how do you like me to love you? And they're like, oh, like, thank you for asking. You know, you've been doing this, but
Yeah.
I prefer you to do this now.
That
Now
would be
you're
so
doing it.
sweet. I'm glad that we've like. This is
Amazing.
this is a guide,
When I
a
tell
marriage
you,
guide.
People will,
Inshallah.
inshallah, they'll buy.
Inshallah.
They'll
Listen,
buy your books.
Let's make dua. may Ilahi make this venture khair for you.
Ameen.
May Allah make the marriages that come from this like fulfilled and beautiful and lovely.
Ameen.
May you educate people that need educating.
Ameen.
May you educate our parents. Hopefully this can help parents too.
Ameen.
And may Allah bring rizq and barakah to your household and rich. And when
Ameen.
you get rich, don't forget us. Don't forget us,
Guys,
okay?
we have to go. We've got 5 seconds left.
Wait, follow him. Follow him everywhere. You know his at names. You know
Don't
his.
worry. I'll put the credits there. Don't worry.